we were doing it in between working out and finding out where we could do another show. Someone else's living room, a pub, a bar. From the earliest moment, we sort of lived, and I certainly lived to play live.
Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own.
Hey, I'm Norah Jones, and today I'm playing along with James Bay.
I'm just playing along with you. I'm just playing along with you.
Hey, I'm Norah Jones, and welcome to the podcast. With me today and always is Sarah Oda.
Hi.
Hi.
Our guest today is the Grammy-nominated BRIT Award-winning singer-songwriter, James Bay.
Yay.
He broke through with his debut album, Chaos and the Calm, and he is celebrating the 10-year anniversary of that debut album this year.
That's so exciting. We have not met until this podcast was filmed, and he's just a delight and an incredible singer.
Yes. You're going to hear about his process in the studio and how he's involved when he's working on music. You're going to hear about his surprising country vibes, even though he's from outside of London.
Yeah.
Kind of unexpected.
He's got a little bit of country there.
Yeah. He's a little country.
Yeah.
And as always, you're going to hear some great music, new and old, from across his catalog.
This was really fun, and I hope you enjoy this episode with James Bay.
I broke the speed limit to get to you. I took a road where there was no road. Lost my keys and common sense. Jumped the gun to jump the fence, just to find you go home.
I turned the lights off in the kitchen. I took the needle off the glue. Dried the roses in the sink. Woke up cold and on the brink, just to find you gone.
Nobody told us this weight on our shoulders would keep us apart from the morning through the dark. If love is a door that we walk through together, then how come we can't find the key? I broke the speed limit to get to you. I cut a valley through the rain, held a vigil at the bar, little candle in the jar, just to find you go home. Nobody told us this weight on our shoulders would keep us apart from the morning through the dark. If love is a door that we walk through together, then how come we can't find the key? This weight on our shoulders would keep us apart from the morning through the dark. If love is a door that we walk through together, then how come we can't find the key? I broke the speed limit to get to you. I took a road where there was no road, yeah. sailboats in the night, drifting all along. All the places that we went, I went back to them again, just to find you go home.
Oh my God.
It's very, wow. Shaking it out because it's very exciting. I was saying about like big necked guitars, all that adrenaline, and I heard Jack White say that he likes big necks and he does all these things on his stage to make it a bit difficult for himself because that's where he can put the adrenaline.
Oh.
And I loved that. And even down to like, I play everything like a whole step down. That's actually for, like I love a C-shaped chord, but I sing better in B-flat.
Yeah.
So that's for that. And that requires heavier strings. But the heavier strings is somewhere to put some adrenaline because it's harder to like bend them and stuff.
That's really...
Or else I'd be like, "Arr!" and like all this crazy, like I just...
You feel like it tames you?
Yeah.
A little?
It keeps me in a sort of strangely sort of necessary cage, just a tiny one. And the cage is saying like, keep fighting to get out of me. Like it's a funny little thing we do, me and the sort of performance
That is very funny.
experience. I know it's a bit weird. And what's funny about it also, I figure, is that I'm out there and people are like, oh, you know, he does the nice, soft, sad songs. And it's like, I'm up there like a sort of coiled spring, which is probably not that
You're
healthy.
trying to stay...
But there's something in all of that that sort of creates a friction that feels important to the art. Potentially a very pretentious
It probably
thing.
is that push and pull, you know? I'm trying to think if I have what I have like that.
I have to say, like, and maybe you'll think of something, but like, for some artists, perhaps, and in my view, certainly with you, the sort of golden effortlessness of your delivery is a whole different beast and very inspiring, and just something that I know you understand this. You sort of have to make the listener or the audience member feel so safe that they can relax into whatever's happening.
That's so kind and sweet.
Oh, well, I just think I think that's a great show,
Yeah.
or a great record made when the listener is lost in that great way.
Yeah.
You could be listening to the Velvet Underground. The Velvet Underground and be lost in sort of what's happening. Like, what is that noise in the background?
Yeah.
And you could be sort of on the edge of your seat. And it's all subjective, so it's all allowed, and that's cool. But the other thing that I'm really going for, and even some of my favorite like rock and roll bands or like ultimately just sort of noisier artists do it very well, where I just feel like, oh, I'm loving this because they've got it. Your music, yeah, that's my experience, and so I'm going for that myself because I'm inspired by so many people who can do that. Yeah.
But I think you can hold it in so well too, and it kind of, to me, now that you have said that, it does kind of sound like there's something in there that the push and pull I can feel in the best way.
Okay, well, that's a huge compliment. I appreciate that.
It's like I know you can go there, but you don't have to.
And
that's the thing, is you don't want to have to.
No, I'm trying to
right?
mature into that more and more, and I'm 34, and it's taken me a long time.
That is a maturity thing. That
it takes a minute.
Younger people definitely go there quicker.
Yeah, and I really have for a long time. I certainly did when I was starting out, and like it reveals itself in my sort of more my lead guitar playing, but probably all my guitar playing and my singing, which are my main two things that I do.
So well, by the way.
Well, that's very kind, but like...
I know what you're saying, though.
Yeah, I'm enjoying, as I hopefully sort of mature more, and I feel it a little bit more recently, that I'm enjoying the way I'm able to sort of harness the power, as it were, and like hone it.
Yeah.
Because I want the delivery and then the reception for the people in the audience to be a certain thing, and I'm getting closer than I've ever got. I don't ever want to fully get there.
Yeah.
That's the other strange truth.
Well, you never will ever fully master any of it, right? And that's why we keep doing it.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things.
And we keep evolving and changing, and that's the beauty of doing it. That's why Willie still is doing it, because he gets a kick out of it.
Yeah, but you know what? I think you can say a similar thing for so many of the kind of older sort of legends and icons that keep going. The Stones, you know, these guys, they clearly love it.
Yes.
And there's another angle. It's clearly the main thing that they kind of know how to do, and the main reason that they know why to get up in the morning.
Yeah.
That's also okay, because they've been so great at it that there's always been, you know, reason for them to go again, to put another tour on or whatever. Same for Willie. yeah, there's a few different reasons, aren't there? And they're so powerful.
Yeah. Some people just don't want to be home.
I guess.
There's that too. Like,
Yeah.
you don't know how to be home. Do you tour all the time when you're not doing an album cycle?
I've tried to, if I'm honest, like if I look back over the last 10 and a bit years, you know, pandemic aside, like I have tried to, you know, if I'd say to my managers, my team, I just want to work. It really means touring more than anything.
Yeah.
I didn't start music from a, isn't it fun to write songs and sort of work out different ways to record them in our bedroom sort of perspective. I did a bunch of that. We had an 8-track recorder that me and Tom, who's still in my band, Tom is my oldest friend, I've known him since I was 3.
Okay.
He plays bass in my band. And then my brother, Alex, like the 3 of us and a couple other bandmates at the time chipped in on an 8-track recorder.
How old were you?
We were 13, 14.
Okay.
Yeah, and so we would do that kind of thing, but we were doing it in between working out and finding out where we could do another show. What someone else's living room, a pub, a bar, a club. We kind of, from the earliest moment, we sort of lived, and I certainly lived to play live. So that's carried through into my sort of desire at this point, with the great luxury of having this as my like career and my work purpose.
But that's great
I want
that
to play
you
all
love
the time. It doesn't come without struggle.
Of course.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah. Today is,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah, and just like missing people at home, you know, missing my family. Like,
Yeah. Do they ever come out?
they do, they have done. And they
That's
will.
its own tricky thing, though.
It's its own tricky thing.
Yeah.
I bet you know all about it.
Yeah.
But I just adore getting on a plane and a bus. All of them are such luxuries because some people, you know, get on a train in a van or maybe even less than that. And I've done all versions. I've been around America in a car for 6 weeks in the back seat of a sort of 4-seater car with a bunch of guitars in the trunk sort of thing. And then I've done, you know, I've been around on 2 buses and all kinds of other stuff. And I'll take any version.
Yeah.
I will take any version.
I like the bus version.
I do like the bus version. I also, there's things about it that are kind of really difficult, but
I don't sleep good on the bus
No.
anymore, which I'm only realizing now. Maybe I never did.
honestly, I think you kind of take whatever you sort of on a bus. If you wake up, that's good because it means you were asleep.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
that's as best as it can get.
Yes.
But no, I love it. I love to tour, and a part of me very much lives to tour.
Yeah.
Just lives to play live. You know,
Yeah.
I'll do all sorts of things from being sort of based at home.
But that's really good because I feel like that's, well, first of all, it's the only way to make money sometimes nowadays because nobody buys
Yes.
records. But
Yes.
also, it's just, it keeps the music alive. I think there's a lot of artists who are a little more insular, or they don't like to tour, or maybe they don't tour between stuff and they get kind of rusty and I think that would be hard for me.
For you.
For me,
Yeah,
that would be hard.
I agree with you.
I don't practice a lot. You know, I don't like to play at home that much.
Well, it's interesting. One of the guys in my crew on this tour, we've been on this tour for about 5 weeks out of 6, and it was really, he said a really nice thing, and he was kind of saying it to the bunch of us that were sat on the bus and not even directly to me. He said, it's nice right now, he said, because at this point in a tour, typically you learn the set, and everybody in the crew and the band learns the set, and you just know, you get to a point where you know what's happening tonight and you know what you're doing in the setup of the venue and the stage and everything, you just know, and you can get a little bit like, I know what I'm doing, and almost get a little jaded, even within the sort of microclimate of one
absolutely.
tour.
Yeah.
But me, well, he said that's not happening for him on this, and he didn't feel like it was happening for anyone really, and he said the reason for that is that I'm changing quite a few songs in the set most nights, and sound checks in the last sort of 6 to 12 months have changed for me. I was a really kind of pedantic sound checker, doing 2/3 of every song in the set for every sound check.
But it's a long
lot. Sound check, and I wasn't necessarily sort of singing the whole sound check, but I was checking every guitar. I'm a bit of a super geek for guitars, and I change guitar on most songs, which is intense, but I love it. And my sound checks have become rehearsals, and that keeps us from being rusty, from getting rusty, because I'm having to sort of invent and reinvent, or I'm choosing to invent and reinvent different aspects and segues between songs, and I'm getting the band to really play.
Yeah.
They have a better time. They're like galvanized all day and all night. We're having like in between moments between having a drink on the bus or going to this place or whatever it may be, doing laundry. We're talking about that transition from song 7 to song 8. or like how we play into verse 2 on Hold Back the River or whatever it may be.
Wow.
And it's just,
It's exciting.
it's the best. It's everything that I was sort of going after when I was a kid. And we were just playing 7 shows a week in the same town. And it, so in that respect, like you're saying, like to get out and be touring as often as possible keeps you from getting rusty. Keeps me from getting rusty, I think, because I know what rusty feels like too. You know?
Yeah, as long as you have enough songs to switch in and out and you're not doing the same exact set every night.
That's
Or if you're playing with musicians and you are being loose with it and you're
Yeah.
not playing it the same way every night.
both of those things are happening for me.
Yeah, and I'm not saying like reinvent the song just
No,
for this, but like, just sing it a little. Sing it from your heart. Sing the words.
Yeah.
Don't think about everything else.
It's such an exciting thing to do that for me, and I've always wanted that to be my sort of life in and around shows on tour.
Yeah.
In the last 4 or 5 months of touring, I've brought my first ever medley into my set.
Yeah.
I've never medleyed anything, and the only reference I really had in my mind, even though I know loads of artists have done great medleys, was when I saw Beyonce in 2016, and I watched her turn up with this absolute powerhouse set, and I like a powerhouse new album.
Yeah.
Which was all newer material, of course. And the medley in that show of like stuff from between like 2003 and 2007 or something was just unbelievable. And there's so many reasons to do it. It saved her voice from singing like all of Love on Top or all of Halo.
Yeah.
She just did like a chorus and a verse.
And then you got more songs in the set too.
Then you get more songs in the set. The audience still get a taste of what they want. So it's that fan service thing. And I'm just fascinated by all of it. I love getting into it. And then last night I actually took that medley out of the set and it's going back in the set tonight. But it meant I could do other songs. We've been doing Speed Limit as a band and it's very different really to how it sounds on the record. And even if the audience think it sounds similar because it's the same song.
Yeah.
And we're not diverting from the song too much. I know that for us, we're having to really think about it in a sound check, which, like I said, is now rehearsal.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love obsessing. I did an interview the other day and a guy asked me to talk about, he said, how do you assemble the set for being an opener, doing a festival and doing like a headline show?
Those are 3 different things.
So different.
Yeah.
I love it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really, and for me also in that, perhaps for lots of solo artists, there's the sort of solo presentation as well, where it's maybe just, about it, when it's you and just a piano or maybe you and just a guitar, just you and an instrument.
Yeah.
It's, you got to rethink it.
Yeah. You have to rethink everything.
I'm
Rearrange it.
I'm a total nerd for all of it.
But that's great because it means that you have an environment that is enjoyable for everyone and you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
And that's what you should be doing.
I feel that. And I can get to a set list where my like wider team all go, that set list's great. Now, what a privilege to be in that scenario.
Wait, do you obsess over set lists?
Kind of.
And then overthink it and then switch stuff out in the middle of the show
Yeah.
and then regret it and then...
There can be some of that. Like
Yeah.
I took the medley out last
do
night
that.
and the medley and the medley's made up of 3 songs that I know the fans love. And I just took it out last night so they didn't get any of those songs.
Yeah.
And it's easy to overthink it, but you kind of can't have it all. But like...
Well, that's what live is. It's that moment. You just do what you're going to do. And then you breathe and then it's the next moment.
And like if I didn't play the medley in DC, I'll do everything in my power to get back to DC.
Exactly.
And I'll play those songs.
Do you look at old set lists from towns you're in?
No. Is that a thing? I like that.
I started doing that just to see like what I played the last time I was in the city. If I was in the city like maybe 2 years before, and I'll try to avoid certain things.
Just for the sake of being different?
Yes.
That's cool.
I'm not sure if it matters.
No, this is it. It doesn't.
To them.
No, that's what I mean.
Like, I don't know how many repeat customers I have, you know what I
Well,
mean? That
I
are
think
going to be like, well, it's similar to the last show. Because usually it's so different by then anyway, you know?
Yeah, it is. I'm in a sort of like ongoing conversation, and really I feel like I'm in an ongoing seminar with the icon Sheryl Crow, who I released a song with recently, but she has talked to me about how she's taken recording and releasing songs has taken a little back seat for her. Because of that, I feel double privileged that she's on a song that I've just put out. But she said, because, I've got a lot of music from a long career and she was talking about how a large sort of percentage of the audience are very much, she was trying to sort of accept that they're coming for the older stuff.
Yeah.
And she decided that it meant she could slow down on writing and releasing newer stuff.
Oh, interesting.
I don't think she's done, and I hope she's not done.
Yeah.
Putting new stuff out, but like I say, I'm in this ongoing sort of seminar where I'm listening to her sort of thoughts and feelings on that as they sort of evolve.
That's really interesting to hear that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if she feels pulled to a song, she's going to do it.
I hope so.
She just doesn't feel the pressure to release new material.
No,
maybe.
that seems to be the thing. And that's
Yeah.
a beautiful scenario. She says, like, what a wonderful situation to be in, even though she's still an artist that loves to write and record and release. But yeah, I mix my set up. And like I was saying earlier, when the wider team says that was a bulletproof set, now, wow, what a compliment.
Yeah.
And then 2 shows later, I want to dismantle it.
Yeah.
Because I've got other songs I want to play. I feel...
Is it a little because they said that?
Probably. There's a self-destructiveness that's weird and true about artists,
Yeah.
I think, sometimes. I think sometimes we've just got to kind of... If it gets too soft and lovely, you've got to get some friction back into the mix.
Well, I've done bulletproof sets before, and then I know that I have a big show, like say I have a big city in 4 days, so I'm like, cool, that was the perfect set. I'm going to mix it up for a few days, and then we'll do the bulletproof set in London.
There you go.
And then we do it, and it just doesn't have the same thing.
It's so wild.
So it's totally an alive, evolving.
Absolutely.
It depends on everything.
That's
The
why it's-
temperature, the audience.
Yes. It's why it's live music.
Yeah.
We played in Mexico City the other night, and they're unbelievable. They go so crazy for people when they make the effort to go all the way there, because it's far, obviously. The last time I played there was 10 years ago, and then I played there again. So some people said, we've been waiting 10 years for you to come back. I was very grateful for that. And then the next night we played in Philadelphia. Poor old Philadelphia. Love them. They couldn't compare. And they were great. They were great in their own right. They were great in their own right. They all stood there very intimate and sort of vulnerable, and some like arms
Can't
folded.
compete. It's like sports fans.
I'm like, I kind of need you to go crazy like Mexico City. And
Yeah.
they're like, no, we've come for you to like be very earnest. And I thought, and I realized it a little bit more in hindsight, but I did partly realize it in the set. I thought, I really appreciate you, Philadelphia, for wanting that sort of version of what is just a very live and ever-changing thing. My only other hack, I guess, which I felt like I learned in the pandemic, a very strange time where people were jumping on the internet, artists were sort of going up on Instagram live streams or whatever. I saw Chris Martin, who's certainly got a lot of hits under his belt, big songs, and probably a handful of bulletproof sets. Mm-hmm. He went and did a live stream thing. And he found it, he's got this great sort of kind of goofiness, I guess, and he clearly found it quite bizarre that this sort of world had shut down and people were just tapping and typing into his live feed and saying, play this, play that, play Yellow, play The Scientist. So he's like reading as it goes by, the Yellow, okay. And he'd do like verse and chorus, and then he'd go, you know how the rest goes, what else have we got? And it was amazing to sort of watch, and you could felt everybody around the world sort of tuned in and sort of laughing. I've kind of applied a little. I know I talked to you about the melody, the medley thing earlier, but like I've applied a little bit of this to my shows because I get this anxiety, and it's a really like I sort of feel blessed to be in a scenario where this is my anxiety live. I have the set list ready. I'll be doing the show, and there'll be signs in the crowd saying, "Please play this song." Mm-hmm. And it was never in the set list, and I'm stressed because I'm like, I want to play. I guess.
No, that is always stressful if it's not in the set.
Yeah, you're like a people pleaser, as a performer in some respects. So I'll do the Chris Martin verse and chorus.
Oh yeah.
And everybody cheers, and it's very unexpected.
Yeah.
And it's very off the cuff, and that keeps it live.
That's always great. I've done that. And it's usually a song I haven't rehearsed with the band. I never told them to learn,
Totally.
and that I just haven't done in so long. So I'm like, well, I guess I'll do a solo version.
I played in LA the other night, and a lady in the audience had a sign for a song of mine called Incomplete, which is from my first album. Band don't know it. Some of them do, but we've never done it as a group together. And then the next night, I had some time. I had a free night. And Gia at Hotel Cafe in LA, who I know very well, it's a great venue. And I said, can I come and just do some songs? Just kind of impromptu, informal. She said, yeah. So I let people know on social media I was going to go and do that. And this lady came with her same sign from the night before. And I hadn't played it the night before. And I said, yeah, absolutely, I'll give it a go. I got some of the lyrics wrong. I forgot some of the lyrics.
She probably loved it.
But we had a magical little moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Funny how it goes.
Live is the thing, I think. Do you want to do another song?
Let's do another song.
And that last song was from your new album.
It was from Changes All the Time, which came out in October 24.
Yeah. Did you self-produce that?
No, I worked with Gabe Simon.
Okay.
He actually put his hand up and said, can we be co-producers on this? I said, Gabe, because I haven't had the confidence. I'm very busy with the production of my music.
I know, I'm the
involved.
same. Even if my name's not on the production. It's like I'm pretty much involved in
Big time.
everything.
Every detail. And that's...
And I'm a pain in the butt.
Yeah, same. Boy, oh boy, absolutely.
And I fight the fight that is the right fight.
I'm
usually.
getting better at fighting that fight, and I'll take any advice you've got, because I'm learning and growing and learning to just be better at that. And Gabe actually makes an amazing kind of space for me to...
Good.
You know, I've said this before, and it always feels kind of prickly, but like one of my favorite... I love Gabe so much. I love working with him. And I treasure the ability we have to argue.
Ah, that's nice.
We argue great.
You can clash, and
We do it great.
We
do it so great, and that's one of my favorite things about working with him. I mean, there are so many things I love, and he's a great musician, a great producer, and he's a great writer. And you know, on this record, he invited me to write during recording.
Is this the first time you've done that?
Yes.
I remember my first time.
Right. So I don't want to go like deep into this.
No,
or we can if you want. But
it's
like,
important.
What it's based on is it's expensive to make a record.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like, you got to pay for time, and the clock is ticking.
Yeah.
And that's stressful, because I find that stressful.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up in a world where I could just sort of throw away like time and money or whatever. So it's very anxiety inducing for your, you know, collaborator and producer to go, hey, should we just like stop recording for a bit and not worry about the list of songs that we've got and see what we want to write? Because I have a very busy writing relationship with Gabe as well. Mm-hmm. And this time I said, okay, let's give it a swing. And we wrote 3 songs that went on this album that nobody had heard before we went into the studio. The first one we wrote was the first single. It's called Up All Night. And then there are other ways that I love working with Gabe. So Speed Limit is a song that it didn't really need to change an awful lot from... The demo was a voice note. Mm-hmm. It didn't need to change an awful lot from that, a guitar and a vocal. But I wanted to explore this kind of like feel of it sounding like it was being played in the corner of a bar, last thing before the place closed, of thing. You know, that kind of feel.
You captured it.
Oh, thank you. But I had an appointment to get to, like a doctor's appointment or something, on that afternoon in the studio. So we set up to do like a scratch vocal. So there's like bleed on the vocal mic of the guitar amp and everything. And I did it, and he felt really good about it. And he had this sort of look on his face, and I thought, well, Gabe, I'm coming back because I'm going to do 10 more takes if you like it or not.
And he loved it.
I went and I came back, and he said, he really like twisted my arm, said, this is the absolute take. And like while he did it as well, he played the drums down while I was singing and playing guitar. We did it very Black Keys, very early Black Keys style, like no bass, no keys.
Just the two of you.
Just the two of us.
Yeah.
And he wanted the drums to be so light.
Yeah, they're very distant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No sticks were good enough. So he chose the chopsticks from the Chinese takeout that we had the night before, and those are what
That's
I recorded
great.
on that song. And like I don't think he barely played any cymbals. Anyway, that Speed Limit, it's from this new album, and I had a great time making that record. It was intense. I've sort of come to appreciate it's always intense for me. Maybe it is for so many artists in different ways, but like I'm a little embarrassed at how much I can stress
Really?
the environment when making a record.
Okay.
But like I'm trying to give my absolute everything, every fiber of my being to the thing, and I want it to feel good and great, you know.
Yeah.
Is that what's it like for you when you make a record?
It's intense for you in that you're worried that it's coming out right, or
Yeah, I'm constantly trying to
Okay.
shed, in this sort of day and age, I'm trying to shed concern or anxiety about how it will be received and perceived. You
So-
can't control that.
in the studio, it's really hard to not think about that. But I think because my first record was so big,
Mm-hmm.
I had to just completely shut it out.
Hmm.
But I had the privilege of doing that because of the success.
Wait, so hang on, are we talking about when you were
What do
making
you-
the first one? Or are you talking about
No,
when
I'm
you're
talking about after that.
making the second and beyond?
I'm just talking about after that.
Yeah.
I think the first one, I was just sort of ignorant. And we
Yeah,
didn't know
totally.
it was going to be that big.
Yeah,
we
of
didn't
course.
dream it was going to be that big.
That ignorance is truly bliss,
So
isn't it?
that
You know?
is bliss,
Yeah.
yes. And I think after that, I had to just shut it out because I didn't think I was ever going to make something that big. Well, I wasn't stupid. I knew I wasn't
Sure.
going to ever make something that big again.
Okay.
And I haven't.
Well, you've
and
got
I'm
very
happy
close.
with that. It's totally fine.
What can you say anything, just for me as a super fan, if I may, can you just say anything about the second record particularly? And I know I told you earlier, I'm a very big fan of that album, but the second record is strange territory, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so strange.
So going into making it, what do you remember?
I remember, well, I was a new songwriter.
Mm-hmm.
I only had two and a half songs on my first album of mine.
Yeah.
So I was still new at that. And I was getting more into it. And so my bass player at the time was also my boyfriend. And we just sort of shut the outside world out at that point.
That's nice.
And the band was all my best friends.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was great.
You can hear it.
Yeah, and so and I did some of their songs as well. We were all kind of getting into songwriting. So we just sort of like focused on each other.
Wow.
And the music. And I think I also had like jazz phobia at that time.
Oh, wow.
Because I had a lot of, I came from jazz, but the first album wasn't really a jazz record.
Right.
But everybody called it a jazz record. So I got like a little like wary of labels.
Yeah, I guess you do. I've been called like folk and acoustic.
Yeah.
In ways that I think are so okay, but are so like 5% of who I am as an artist.
Well, that's the problem with like believing all that stuff or reading it or like just not realizing that it's just what it has to be and you don't have to have any part of it.
You can't control it, really.
You can't control it.
Because someone will, I'll be seen with an acoustic guitar in my hand and someone will say, I like easy listening music. I'll try and listen to your music.
Oh, easy listening. Don't get me started on that.
I bet. Well, you know what though?
But it's probably my biggest my only radio play.
This is it. But like, I wanted to say though, like just that there is a really great version for all artists of like making something that is easy for people to listen to.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say like, and I'm a fan of lots of your music, but the second record for me, I listen to it with such ease, but it isn't just that. So I'm not just going to sort of put it over there as even my version of easy listening. I'm going to say I listen to it and I find it, I'm like so captured by how easy I find it to listen to, but how much it makes me want to play and write and sit among people and play with them.
Yeah.
So it's pulling me at the same time. Sure, it's easy and that's a lovely sort of feeling as a listener, but the way that when music pulls you,
it pulls you. That's
really exciting. That's when it's got you.
That's really, and that's something you can't really put into words. It's a feeling.
No, yeah.
So when people try to write about people, especially when you're young and you get pigeonholed or you get labeled a certain thing or you get detractors or whatever it is, it's really easy to make you want to sort of prove it wrong, even if you're not conscious of it, not admitting to being conscious of it. So, for years, I had this like punk rock thing I wanted to do.
Right.
But I still try to just, I feel like what's natural always rises to the top when I'm in the studio.
Yeah.
And even if I'm trying to like prove something wrong, it usually isn't the best way to go about it, and it never makes the record. You know what I mean?
Isn't it? But you needed to go down that road.
Yeah. Let's play a song.
Let's play a song.
Yeah.
I just wanted to talk about you playing guitar, but we'll go back to that.
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm mixing something up where you play guitar, and I really loved it. And you also,
I have another band called. I was in a band called El Madmo where I started playing guitar, and then I have a band called Puss in Boots where I play guitar. It's more of a country leaning thing.
What did you do with Jakir?
Oh, so Jakir,
was that you? Was that Norah Jones' music?
Yes,
okay.
that was. So Jakir King produced your first album?
First one, yeah.
Yeah, in Nashville. So he produced my fourth album, which was the first time I worked without my original band, my boyfriend, et cetera. We had broken up. It was like a big.
Right.
I wanted to change my sound up.
Sure.
And I needed the right producer to help me because I'm not an engineer. I knew what I wanted, but like I didn't know how to get it.
And Jakir's great because he's as great a producer as he is an engineer.
Yeah.
He's both things.
He's so great and he's so sweet and he went where I wanted to go and he wasn't trying to stamp it with his sound or anything.
Yeah. Did you make it in Blackbird? No.
No, we made it in New York.
Oh, okay.
We did one session in LA and one session in New York.
Fair.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he was like a Blackbird based. Blackbird in Nashville?
That's right. No, I didn't go to Nashville with him, but...
Sorry, it was a roundabout way of wanting to talk about you playing guitar. But let's play a song, and then I want to.
But that is, we'll talk about that.
I want to know about that because, by the way,
that was a great experience.
I'm a terrible piano player, And
I'm a terrible guitar player.
Well, I just want to talk about the sort of transition, I guess, between you have a primary instrument, don't you? And then you get like drawn to like, well, people know me as this. I want to do this.
Exactly.
Anyway.
I do think that was a thing for me, but also I think it was just fun. Yeah. And I think it was just easier to write songs on guitar because I knew too much about the piano.
Yeah.
And I was thinking too much when I was trying to write.
Yeah.
Songs weren't spilling out of me on the piano, but they were on the guitar.
Yeah, it's funny that.
Because I only knew through like 4 chords.
Yeah.
So Come Away With Me, I wrote on guitar.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And those are the only chords I knew.
I mean, there's so much magic in that.
Yeah.
But yes, the song, but just the process,
Yeah, it's interesting.
That's really
Sometimes
cool.
You have to strip it back to the beginning.
Yeah, because,
Sorry,
obstacles.
my stomach is growling.
There's pizza in there. We got the pizza in. Obstacles and, ways that you struggle become part of the discovery of something new.
Yeah, your limitations are what make you.
Limitations.
Otherwise, you're just going to be too good. Right?
Yes.
You're just too good at it all.
That's absolutely right.
That's not interesting.
It kind of isn't.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I was thinking elephant.
Okay,
The
cool.
elephant.
Yeah.
Who's the other singer on this one, on the record?
Maggie Antone.
Oh, I love it. I love her voice.
I've still yet to properly, I've met her on the phone.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
I need to, this is the time we live in. I need to meet her very properly in real life. I hope I can do that.
That's great.
Because she wasn't in town when I was recording this, but Gabe, again, he said, we're making these songs, he said, where you've got a song with Sheryl Crow, which is just a very exciting, big flex.
Yes.
And we did a song with John Batiste. For this deluxe thing.
Also a big flex.
I was like, what, how is this possible? And he said, let's talk about, maybe we could get like somebody who's a little less known and on their way up. Mm-hmm. And because we've all been there.
Yeah.
I've been that person. And so they knew Maggie and called her. And then I spoke to Maggie and she was very excited. We sent her the song, of course, first.
Where is she based?
Well, I can't work it out because she was in Austin at one point and maybe Nashville. So she's somewhere between those two,
cool.
Texas and Tennessee. She makes great music. She's got a fantastic voice.
That's
and
awesome.
she really, Carrie, who played drums on a lot of this music and helped production and everything, she sent me a video of when she was recording Maggie singing. And I was completely stopped in my tracks.
That's so awesome.
Because it was like the a cappella thing where she was just filming her on her phone while she was putting a take down. So yeah, that's Maggie singing on here. And it's a funny one. I really like how there's such a duet sort of detail to this, but it's not busy with harmony and everything.
No, I like that too. I'm gonna resist the urge to put a harmony on.
But Norah, you know.
I might stick one in.
Please do. Look at everything we've just said. Let's keep it live.
I really love unison.
Yes.
I love that.
I've never sung something so in a really wonderful way. There's a sort of one-dimensional nature to what I'm doing in this song. It's all very low and kind of I really enjoy.
I like the low.
Yeah, not just because I'm on tour and I'm trying to chill my voice.
Yeah, no, it sounds great.
And I'm going to try it on your lovely old Gibson guitar here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I run away to get my heavenly fix. A little truth, a little lie, I get the perfect mix. Call up a shrink, a medium, I need an exorcist. I'm letting out, I'm letting in, I'm working through some shit. I don't wanna feel this weight crushing me like I'm not delicate. This is my revenue, time to stare dead in the face. There's no other way around it. I can't run from it, but I can't hide. See the elephant from every side. Now I'm standing on the cold quayside, screaming elegies into the night, screaming save me from the wreck I am. Pull me under, pull me up again. I'm so done believing I've been living in sin. Let the light back in. Let the light back. Let the light back in. Let the light back. let the light back in. A little faith, a little courage now. Up on a wing, up on a wave, onto another town. It's gonna feel a little strange and then a lot somehow. But if I'm learning anything, I gotta not back down. I've been terrified to change my fate. Took an emotional holiday from all this disarray. Time to stare dead in the face. There's no other way around it. I can't run from it, but I can't hide. Seen the elephant from every side. Now I'm standing on the cold quayside, screaming elegies into the night. Screaming, save me from the wreck I am. Pull me under, pull me up again. I'm so done believing I've been living in sin. Let the light back in. Let the light back. Let the light back in. Let the light back. Let the light back in. Now I can't run from it, but I can't hide. See the elephant from every side. Now I'm standing on the cold quayside, screaming elegies into the night. Screaming, save me from the wreck I am. Pull me under, pull me up again. I'm so done believing I've been living in sin. Let the light back in. Let the light back. Let the light back in. Let the light back. Let the light back in. Let the light back. Let the light back in. Let the light back. Let the light back in.
That was fun.
It's fun. There's so many bits of my own song that I sort of forget are coming. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, yeah,
Well,
it's like
I
this.
mean, this is a lot of words for me to say.
I know it is.
But it was really fun.
You've crushed it.
I thought that was great.
I thought it was really cool.
Yeah?
What's a piano? What is this guy?
What is this?
Yeah.
This is the Steinway and Sons.
Oh my goodness me.
Yes. It's from the 20s,
Oh wow.
the 1920s.
How are you on piano geekery?
I'm not very geeky.
That's cool.
I do play a Yamaha
Like
on
live.
stage.
And that's you're going out with strings. You're not going out with like a digital situation.
No, I tried to go digital this year because last time I went out, I was convinced that it kept going out of tune and it started to drive me a little bonkers. Because usually I don't really care, but
But is your ear for that just insane? Like
no,
quite
I mean,
dialed in. Or?
I don't usually care depending on the song.
Okay.
You know, like if
Totally.
it's a country song, I don't care.
That's
if it's a
great.
gospel song, it can be a little wonky and it sounds good.
Yes,
you know?
I was good. Yeah, absolutely.
But there's certain songs, that, you know, on Come Away With Me, I do this thing where I go like, I mean, I'm copying Duke Ellington, but
Perfect.
it didn't sound good out of tune, is my point.
That's interesting though. Like, you
Yeah.
know, isn't it wonderful when you sort of go back through live records from decades
Yeah.
past and like you hear somebody caught in a moment that you know they're trying to make so beautiful and it's out.
Yeah.
But that's like there's this record.
Doesn't matter.
Have you heard Joe Cocker and the Mad Dogs and Englishmen?
Totally.
Right. Like wow.
Yeah.
For a start. And then it's him and Leon Russell doing Girl from the North Country.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And like the piano is beautifully kind of honky tonk, like
Yeah.
and Leon and he's got a very particular voice, and then Joe Cocker reaches for some sort of falsetto detail that's not really available to him. And where he kind of, Matt knows all about it, where he kind of winds up at is, I don't know, somehow magical.
Is it your favorite part of the whole thing?
Kind of.
Yeah.
This supports any of your concerns about out of tuneness.
Totally.
Ultimately, you kind of end up going, no, people love it. I mean, I don't know. And then, you know,
I don't really care if it's out of tune,
This is it.
really. But I feel like they've done so good with digital lately that I thought maybe they would have a cool old funky piano sound digitally that would sound better than my pickup on the piano. Because
gonna
you know
beat
how
it,
it is
is
with
it?
the pickup on acoustic. It's just so much better with a microphone. But my band sort of entertained me. My crew entertained me. And then we went back to normal.
that's okay.
Normal
you
piano.
know, yeah, I get
We
you.
did wrap it in white though this
That's
year,
cool.
which was hilarious.
that.
I never thought I would want that, but
For Liberace.
it had like a visual aesthetic for my
Yeah.
new album that I really wanted. So
That's great.
It worked.
That's very cool. Same kind of question about, tell me about when you play live, how much you're playing guitar.
How much what?
Is it you're playing guitar? Is it often or sometimes none? Or?
Usually I throw it in the middle of the set and I'll do like 3 songs minimum, but 5 songs maximum.
And is that some with the band, some without?
All with the band.
And now I'm going to jump to the thing we were just touching on, but with guitar so tuning, do you sort of wig out about like guitar tuning?
Guitar tuning? No.
That's great. Great you don't.
Do you?
Not really.
Yeah.
It's for me. I don't know about you, but like, so I use in-ear monitors. Do you use wedges
no.
or you just
we
wedges?
use wedges.
Great.
I've tried in-ears, but it's tricky.
It's very tricky.
Yeah. I get it.
It's ultimately better for me, but it's still so tricky.
Yeah.
And then
Do you sing harder without them?
this is the thing that I do think happens, and that in-ears have helped me with, because and then the science is if you sing harder, you're going to go sharp, is what people say.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't
I'm
always
sure you
happen,
don't, but
well, I think I probably do. But
screw those people.
But I, from tuning of a guitar to in-ear monitors or not, they can be a struggle. But for me, so like band members around me, and like no shade to the band members, like they are trying to dial in their in-ears in a way that I stop caring. I don't know if I have the space and time to care. Now,
About your ears.
about the quality of the mix, my engineer is doing a fantastic job.
That's the best place to be.
But I've got too much of a show to do.
That's where you have to be. And that's
know?
where I fear that in-ears will take everybody out of that moment and into their ears and their mix and how...
I'm
that's how it
doing-
was for me 15 years ago when I tried them.
I'm doing the sort of cardinal sin of like
Yeah.
pulling one ear out slightly.
Yeah. Well,
But it
why
makes
is that a
it-
sin? Because it's bad for your hearing?
Well, yeah, someone's going to tell me I'm going to get tinnitus in this ear and the other ear is going to be all right. It's going to be all off balance.
They'll
And
be all off balance.
Some version of
I
that
did
might
feel
be
that.
sort of happening.
Yeah.
But like,
I feel like earbuds give me tinnitus. Tinnitus, is that how you say it?
well, I've said it you say tinnitus.
I do, but I'm not
That's okay.
probably right.
I don't know
think
who's
I'm
right.
wrong.
I have no idea. I heard people from both sides of the pond saying
Yeah, I
it
think
both ways.
earbuds give me that anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
You mean like AirPods or whatever?
Yes.
Like, yeah, I'm just
Like,
an over
whatever
ears
brand
guy.
you
Whatever
wanna-
it may
no-
be.
no
yeah.
shade, but
yeah, of
yeah.
course. I use just over ear stuff if I can
Yeah,
for that.
it's better.
But so my thing is that even though I reckon I do sing, I feel more confident and sing better with in ears because I kind of got used to them and like worked hard to sort of make them work for me.
yeah.
I still want that thing that you're getting where you can just hear everybody on stage.
Yeah.
I guess we make a lot of noise for good 2/3 of the set. And
You're
I'm,
loud. You've got a much louder band, I bet.
yeah, and I'm not far away from the cymbals.
You're right there.
It's rare that like we're on a big enough stage that I can be, and I don't even want to be that far away.
Yeah, no,
wanna
I
feel like
I keep
tight.
my band super tight.
I don't want a huge footprint. I don't want to feel like Tom on his bass is like
I don't
in
know
the
how
next
people
town.
do that.
I don't either.
That feels so wrong to me, especially when you go to a TV show and they have you all spread out. It's like, how are we going to play together?
And with that in mind,
We're in different countries.
absolutely. And with that in mind, like I even think it looks cooler when people are on top of each other on
I
a
do
TV
too.
show.
They
I
don't.
just-
Yeah, they don't get it.
you know, like whether it's like a recent like Jules Holland thing or like Old Grey Whistle Test or whatever, like, or I don't know, even Saturday Night Live, it's kind of a small plot,
Yeah.
isn't it? For like, you can't be that far away from each other.
It's better that way.
I was watching, this is massively tenuous, but there's a 50th anniversary of Saturday Night Live, so
I was
watching
obsessed with it.
all these documentaries and stuff, and
Yeah.
all of the obviously the musical guests, and you'll see some absolute giants on there, and they're really on top of each other with their band.
Yeah.
And it feels just innately musical.
Yeah.
Kind of love it.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Okay. I'm ready. Put this beautiful guitar down.
I did prepare questions, I swear.
Can you tell I can just go on and on.
I love
Paul will
it.
tell you all about it. Oh, James, yeah, never shuts up.
No, it's great. I don't have to do anything. Where's the sort of country vibes come from you? What did you grow up listening to?
Oh, thank you. Good question.
Yeah. Because you grew up in England, but
Very
not
much
in
so.
London?
Not in London. I grew up in the kind of commuter belt outside of London, the sort of suburbs, kind of the middle of the country, very kind of suburban, middle of the road.
Suburban, not country. Not like English countryside.
No, not countryside.
Gotcha.
No, I mean, in a way, it's a small country and you're never too far away from that kind of thing.
But that's not where you were.
My town, there's 30,000 people, so not massive. And it's a busy sort of market town centre sort of thing with like, you know, we call them like high streets and stuff. And I don't know, around that there's like fields and things. But it was pretty kind of run of the mill, with all love and respect to my hometown. That was the experience, and that was kind of great for a kid like growing up. Felt pretty safe. But the kind of country influence that I think you're talking about, I think all kinds of different American and Americana type sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my brother Alex is only 18 months older than me, and we grew up very close. He was the lead singer in all our bands, and I was a guitar player, and we wrote a lot of the stuff together. The material was respectfully sort of awful, but like also I'm very proud of it to this day because it was our first ever anything. I feel bad. It wasn't awful, but it really worked for us.
Of course, early you got to learn somewhere.
Yeah, of course you do. But we were listening to, my parents aren't musicians, but they had the radio playing in the house all the time. And they had a record collection that sort of evolved from vinyls to CDs over time. And there was a lot of like American music in there. You know, me and my brother, we liked sort of Hollywood movies. And I think Americana as a thing, pop culture wise, like we were just really sort of turned on by it. And it was very natural and normal. And, you know, music, pop music and film was a large percentage American in our minds. There's loads of great British music and I'm inspired by so much of that. But I think my favourite British music has probably been inspired by American music and the same the other way around.
Well, yeah, there's such a history now of that
of
already
course.
having been a thing.
That's true. I suppose country is pretty sort of intensely American. Originally, yes.
But some of my
Less
best
so now.
favorite American sounding band, I mean, the Stones
Of
sound
course,
so
of course. Like
country.
when they do like Let It Bleed,
Totally.
and like they've got some songs that like
Yeah.
that really, really sound country and sound great for that. There was days when Mick Jagger really sounded like a country singer.
I mean, yes.
And I love all of it. Basically, I love. You know, I still just sort of soak it up, and I find it's very natural to sing with that kind of influence. I try and have a sort of individual voice, a unique voice. I'm not really trying to do an impression of anybody.
Yeah.
But-
Well, I think it only works. I don't think neither was he, you know.
Right. Yeah.
I never got that sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. No, I'm with you on that. And like,
Yeah.
so I think I just love the sounds, and you replicate in falling short of like being your heroes, because that's impossible.
Yeah.
You wind up as this unique thing that is you, and I like. Well, that's why I sound the way I sound, because just a load of American music has and still is
Yeah.
playing an enormous part in why I like doing this. Simple as that, really.
Yeah. What was your first band with your brother called?
The Jet Kings.
The Jet Kings?
I tell you why.
That's very cute.
Yeah,
it's not so bad.
I know. I feel all right
could
about
be a
that
lot
one. I
worse.
feel all right about that one. We were trying to think of, and I can't remember. I wish I could remember the terrible names that we didn't go with. But then we just one of the guys in the band had a guitar. It was an Ibanez guitar, and it was called an Ibanez Jet King 2. And we saw the words Jet Kings.
No,
on this
that's
guitar,
cool.
and we thought, hey, that'll do.
That just
We-
made it even cooler name.
We could be the Jet Kings.
Yeah.
So we were that, and then later on we were Roadrunner, which I didn't hate either, to be honest.
Oh, Roadrunner's fun.
But Roadrunner was, and there's probably a billion bands called Roadrunner. We were listening to, it's just interesting where we got that from, a very transatlantic band, Humble Pie.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Marriott was their lead singer, who was an English guy. They were an English band, but boy, were they influenced by.
Yeah.
And they did a song called Roadrunner, which we loved.
Oh, cool.
And I can't remember if that was a Ray Charles cover. It might not have been. They did something else that was a Ray Charles cover. Anyway, we took a band name. I mean, it's not the first time anyone's
great.
done it. We took a song name and we made it the band name. But
and you both played guitar, or
it was funny, you know, me. So I wanted to learn to play the guitar. I heard Layla by Derek and the Dominoes, or Eric Clapton, when I was 11. And my dad was playing. It wasn't often that they would play records, my parents. They would have the radio on. But one Saturday morning, he put this record on, and I heard it from the top of the stairs. I ran downstairs. I said, "What is this?" He said, "This is Layla." I said, "What is Layla?"
That's adorable.
And my dad's in his sort of late 70s now, so he was really there in the 60s when like guitar music was kind of going off in London and in the UK and in the world. And he said, "Well, this is Eric Clapton. He was in Cream." All this information, I didn't know anything about it. And
he knew it all.
He kind of did, like, and he'd been to see all those guys in the 60s. He was there in a lot of those shows, and he said, well, the song finished, and I said, play it again. I listened to it a second time, and then I took the CD out, the CD player, and I took it upstairs, and he never saw it again. But in the meantime, I said, I have to learn how to make that sound. How can, I need a guitar. And we found he had a nylon string classical guitar in the cupboard that he'd never learned to play.
That's so great.
So I learned to play that. I became deeply obsessed. And my brother, because we were so close in age and as friends, we were always trying to do the same thing, really. There was a sort of, probably a competitiveness as well as just a sort of bonding. But he didn't want to play initially. He was good. And Tom, who I talked about, who's still in my band, and I've known Tom since I was 3 years old. Tom was, we were at school together, and he was like, yeah, I've heard guitar music too. And I've heard like the Red Hot Chili Peppers and Dire Straits and like Pink Floyd, whatever.
Everybody came in with their own influences.
And so Tom was the other guitar player in our little trio. And so Alex kind of didn't need to. But, not long after, he would sort of, and he did it in a sort of slightly sort of kind of shy way. He didn't want us to sort of go, here's how you do this, this, and this. Mm-hmm. Maybe he'd watched us do a lot of it by ear, so he was trying to watch us. And then my brother to this day is a great guitar player. He can play guitar. He's less of like a lead guy, but he can do it, and he's worked it all out on his own. Mm-hmm. And he still sings and writes and plays as well. But yeah, no, he was the lead guy. He was the front man. He was really like going after like a Mick Jagger, Rod Stewart, Chris Robinson hybrid. And we were trying to be the Black Crowes and the Faces and the Rolling Stones every day.
That's so cool. And you'd sing.
I did a little backing singing, but and I got I was sort of shy about it, but I got a couple of nice compliments about my singing. And then one day I really sort of discovered people like James Taylor, and I kind of dug deeper on Carole King and Joni Mitchell and these individuals with songs sort of, from the first person, classic, like unbelievable songs. And I thought, maybe I can just do something on my own as well. Eric Clapton was always a big deal for me. And at the time, there was people like Adele coming through. Ray LaMontagne was just a giant influence for me. So I was trying to copy all those guys and sort of step 1 foot out of the band life.
Yeah.
And 1 foot into the sort of solo experience. John Mayer was like a big thing back then, yourself, like I was hearing all this music from these great, huge, like solo artists who were, just sort of soaring through like radio and music and showing kids once again that you can try it, on your own.
Crazy.
So,
it keeps going.
It keeps going.
Cycling.
Yeah. America was always a huge player for me in my record collection, stuff coming out of America, or still is.
Yeah.
So it's very normal to me. And I know guys from the UK who don't get it in the same way, and that's so okay.
They just didn't grow up with it.
No,
maybe,
Yeah, and that's all right. And there's American folks who, of course, are just super kind of American in their musical existence, and sort of they maybe have heard of Oasis or like they've, some sort of UK giants. I don't know. I just love it. I love. It's a bit too broad to say it like this, but it's certainly been said before. The American sound.
Well, I mean, at this point, I feel like it's all mashed together a little. Mm. But I didn't know you were British.
Right, sure, that's okay. I remember one of the like,
I've known of you for a long time, but I actually didn't know you were British.
That's okay. One of the first times I ever went to toured in America, I was opening for somebody around the whole country for about 6 weeks, and I played my little opening set, and then I went and stood by the merch stand in Boston, in the Paradise Rock Club in Boston. And this old fella came up to me with his fantastic Boston accent, and he said, I thought you were a Boston local.
That's
and
so
I was
cute.
Sat there with my little clipped English accent saying, no, I've come over from, England.
That's sweet. Yeah.
It's fascinating that.
It is fascinating.
Because I guess the music unites, and
it
it sort of doesn't end up mattering where you're from, but funny how it goes.
Do you want to do a song from your first album?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Is that cool?
That would be great.
All right, this is Let It Go.
Yeah.
I love this song.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's see how we go. I have no idea how to how fast these songs should be. I'll just count it in. 1, 2, 3, 4.
From walking home and talking lows to seeing shows in evening clothes with you, from nervous toads and getting drunk to staying up and waking up with you. But now we're sleeping in the edge, holding something we don't need. All this delusion in our heads is gonna bring us to our knees. So come on, let it go, just let it be. Why don't you be you, and I'll be me. Everything that's broke, leave it to the breeze. Why don't you be you? I'll be me, and I'll be me.
Throwing clothes across the floor, to teeth and claws and slamming doors at you. This is all we're living for. Why are we doing it anymore? I used to recognize myself. It's funny how reflections change. When we're becoming something else, I think it's time to walk away. So come on, let it go. Just let it be. Why don't you be you, and I'll be me. Everything that's broke, leave it to the breeze. Why don't you be you, and I'll be me, and I'll be me.
Don't belong. There's no force on earth could make it feel right. No. Oh, trying to push this problem up the hill when it's just too heavy to hold. I think now's the time to let it slide. So come on, let it go. Just let it be. Why don't you be you, and I'll be me. And everything that's wrong, leave it to the breeze. Let the ashes fall, forget about me. Come on, let it go, just let it be. Why don't you be you, and I'll be me, and I'll be me, yeah.
Did you always have a voice? Could you always just sing?
No.
Really?
It's a big no.
It sounds like you have a very natural voice.
I appreciate
you know?
that's like kind of the greatest compliment ever, and it's definitely from you. But no, I recognise that. I work hard I worked hard definitely to sort of get it to feel effortless. Like for a long time, I guess I was a teenager and my voice dropped and all that stuff. I couldn't do falsetto for nothing.
Oh, really? Well,
No
now
way.
you sure can.
Well, I appreciate that. I enjoyed sort of getting it to work. My brother could just do it. But yeah, I come from quite a sort of loud, sort of shouty family.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got core strength to kind of project, and I had that vocally. But yeah, no, I don't know. I sort of enjoyed just doing it a lot. Playing in pubs and bars, you just sort of get something down the mic.
Yeah.
And people are fine.
I think that's the best way to get good.
And you refine it later on, But no, I appreciate you saying that a lot. Thank you.
Well, thanks so much for doing this.
It's an absolute dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got a big show tonight, so I don't want to keep you.
No, not at all. No, I just say thank you for. I mean, it's just a beautiful studio. We're in a big, busy city, and this is a very peaceful little quiet corner, and that's what a thing to have.
It's fun.
And what a place to come to. So thank you for having me.
You're in London?
Yes.
Okay, I'll look you up.
Please do.
Yeah. Before we do our last song, can you tell me about your guitar?
Yeah. This is I can. This is a Gibson J200. It's the Gibson acoustic guitar, or one of the acoustic guitars with the biggest body. Now, all of my reason behind playing this jumbo instrument is from my days not just playing open mic nights, but busking. I used to stand in the street and busk all the time. I lived in Brighton on the south coast of the UK for a couple of years, and I would busk for change, and but really not for change. I would just do it to play more, to play in front of more people. I was always, my favorite thing, you know how they talk about, it takes kind of 10,000 hours or whatever to really kind of harness an instrument or a way of sort of performing or whatever, or a way of doing something. I got a lot of those 10,000 hours when I was playing open mic nights and busking in the street.
Best way to do it.
Yeah, and I tune all my guitars really just live at like D standard instead of E standard, so they'll drop down a whole step. It works better for me that way. I've got heavier strings, which are a bit louder, marginally. And then the big jumbo body guitar made a bit more noise and kind of bassy noise when I was busking, because I wasn't plugged in the street. I was just unplugged. So it all comes from that time, and it's what I became familiar and comfortable with. And I also, as a tall guy, I look pretty in proportion with a big guitar.
It looks tiny when you have a small guitar.
I'm not like a super giant, but like other ones, I've just got used to sort of, I guess, seeing myself with this guitar. But like, I like how kind of noisy it can be, and I can do sort of intimate stuff on it. But even like Let It Go. But the sort of dynamic range, really, it's because this one isn't an old one. I have a few different Gibsons that are like super old, and they're not all J200s, but Gibson make great for touring. Like, they make great stuff for taking out on the road that sort of still feels like it sort of breathes and shakes and vibrates in the way that you want a sort of wooden instrument to do.
Sounds great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've had this for nearly 10 years, and I've got a second one that I've had the same kind of time.
Nice.
They're still serving the purpose.
It seems worn, well worn.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a swing at
let's do
Eagles.
this song.
Okay, I'm going to
The Eagles. Do you do this one live?
On my own.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't done it with the band. Let's have a look here. I'm going to use your guitar. I'll just talk my guitar up all big and
Use mine.
I'm going to use yours.
Tell me about it.
I'm going to tell you.
Tell me about my guitar.
About your guitar. How do you feel about the Eagles?
I like the Eagles. I'm not like a super knowledgeable fan, but
That's fair. No,
I feel like they get a bad rap.
I felt that they get a bad rap in America.
If people like to not like people who have sold a bazillion albums, that's my whole analysis of that. Same with Fleetwood Mac, I feel like.
It's wild to me that. It's fine if they want to feel that way. I just think the music is great.
The music is great, and because it became so successful, some people, I feel like, just kind of be like, yeah, I don't really get it. But I think if it wasn't successful,
then pave the way for that.
They either wouldn't have an opinion like that, or they would like it.
That's
it's
true.
just kind of what I think.
I think you're right. I think you're totally
That's
right.
one thing I think.
But like, we're gonna have fun busking.
I like this one.
All right, I think if we can
do as fast as you want.
Run away
needs
with
to
it a little
cook.
bit. Yeah.
Oh, I was running down the road trying to loosen my load. I got 7 women on my mind. For they wanna hold me true, they wanna stone me once, and she's a friend of mine. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Light it up while you still can. Don't even try to understand. Just find a place to make your stand and take it easy. Oh, I was standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona. Such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed floor, slowing down and take a look at me. Come on, baby, don't say maybe. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. We may lose and we may win, but we will never be here again. Open up, I'm climbing in, and take it easy. The sound of your wheels make you crazy. Come on, baby, don't say maybe. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me.
That was great.
That was great.
I enjoyed it. Thank you, Norah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Have a
you.
great show. Thanks
Thank
for giving
you.
all your time. Aw, that was great.
He's so nice.
Yeah.
I love him. Beautiful voice.
Yeah, beautiful voice. That was really very fun. And I love meeting people. It's so special.
Yeah.
I am lucky. I feel lucky doing this.
New friends every week.
Yeah, it's really been special, I feel like, for me. Anyway, I'm not going to cry. Thanks for listening to this episode with James Bay. If you want to know the songs from this episode, here they are. The first song was Speed Limit from Changes All the Time, released in 2024. Second song was The Elephant from the same album. Third song was Let It Go from Chaos and the Calm, which was released in 2015, 10 years ago. Fourth song was Take It Easy, which is the Eagles song, and it's on their self-titled album that was released in 1972. Special thanks to James Bay for joining us today. Norah Jones is Playing Along is a production of iHeart Podcasts. I'm your host, Norah Jones. This episode was recorded by Matt Marinelli, video by Kay Loggins and Heckmore Media, mixed by Jamie Landry, video editing by Kay Loggins, audio post-production and mastering by Greg Tobler, artwork by Eliza Fry.
Photography by Shervin Linez. Produced by Norah Jones and Sarah Oda. Executive producers Aaron Wong Kaufman and Jordan Runtag. Marketing lead Queen Anaki.